Those protests today at the state capitol as a controversial bill that would allow school districts to kick undocumented students out of their classrooms moved forward. The bill says schools can refuse to enroll a student who is not in this country legally.
But a Supreme Court case from the 1980s says it's illegal for schools to deny students an education based on their citizenship. So the bill's sponsor, Representative William Lambert, says he wants Tennessee to pass the law. He then hopes it gets challenged and the 40-year-old case gets overturned. Well, right now, Tennessee schools cannot ask about a student's migration status. So Tennessee has no idea how many undocumented students are here and how much it costs to educate them. The bill would let local schools find out, then decide whether or not to let undocumented kids stay in school or kick them out.
It is false hope to give children the best education available in the world and then tell them that they can be licensed professionals, they could be doctors, they could be lawyers, they could be accountants, they could run for office, because it is not true. If they are illegally present, their dreams at some point will have a ceiling.
All right, Democrats argue the bill has nothing to do with saving money. They say it's a way to attack parents and to get them out of Tennessee. The bill passed through the K-12 subcommittee today and now moves to the House Education Subcommittee. That
subcommittee meeting ended earlier today when hundreds of people protesting the bill against that bill filled the room there. WSMV's Brendan Tierney has a look at their concerns now and why they say this bill could eliminate education freedom.
We won't stop! We won't stop!
A massive crowd of protesters taking over a meeting, wanting everyone to have access to free education no matter their immigration status.
Education for all! Education for all!
Inside the House Education Subcommittee, lawmakers passed a bill that would allow schools to not enroll undocumented students.
Education is power, and we will continue on pushing for education.
Dulce Castro moved to Tennessee when she was 6 years old and says public education was the key to her success.
We live in this state. We contribute to this state as much as everyone else does. And just because we look a certain way doesn't mean that we're illegal or that we're criminals.
Students and their families held signs, getting emotional, sharing their message with Republicans sponsoring the bill.
Here to learn!
The Immigrant and Refugee Rights Coalition says it's shameful to strip away someone's education.
Our lawmakers should be focused on helping all Tennesseans, helping working families across the state.
Democrats who voted against the bill say it would have a major economic impact and could change the nation's immigration laws.
It's unnecessary, it's mean, and it definitely violates today's Supreme Court ruling.
The protesters forced the meeting to end early, refusing to move until their voices were heard.
The people are here!
Dulce says she's never seen anything like it, but she's also never had to fight for basic rights.
They're going after our children. They're going after the future generation.
Dulce and other protesters say they will keep showing up every step as this bill keeps moving forward. At the Capitol, Brendan Tierney, WSMV 4.